if you were Israel and that had happened to you,
I would do exactly like Israel did, kill as many people as possible, since the world is letting me do it. I can do it because I can.
Let's make something extremely fun. We will read the comments on Bassem Youssef's interview with Piers Morgan. Make sure to share this video. Piers Morgan is a very famous English presenter, and he discusses controversial issues. He's followed by millions of people. Most of them, of course, are Westerners. So let's read the comments on Bassem Youssef's interview. The German people stand with Palestine, even though our governments are sellouts. I'm just an ordinary black person from the UK with no affiliation with Muslims or Islam. But Israel and these modern day Jews, please do not refer to me as anti-Semitic. But the thing they do is outright evil in my eyes. I never met them. They didn't come to our wedding. He's quoting Bassem Youssef, because they're stuck in Gaza. We just hear their voice. It's fine. They die. Let's play the clip.
I don't know. I don't know I don't know him, by the way. I haven't actually met them. They didn't even come to my wedding. They couldn't, because they are stuck in Gaza. Okay. And she never saw them because, you know, Gaza is not a destination.
Bassem Youssef was talking about his wife's family. A few words in a few seconds, but they make you extremely moved and emotionally challenged. What a genius. Holy moly, Bassem's heartfelt sarcasm really did a great job bringing across the main message. What an amazing interview, and yet another example showing how far we are straying away from a world filled with decency, respect, love for one another. Another comment quoting Bassem Youssef: you think Israel is a Superman, but in reality it's the homelander.
Look at Israel as Superman, but they're really homelanders.
What an emotional roller coaster of an interview, heartbreaking. Spoke facts after facts, in a way that makes you laugh at times and quickly sober up at the horrific truth.
Hamas is the source of all evil. They're a reason for everything. And you know what? Let's for a minute imagine a world without Hamas. Let's give this word a name, and let's name this word the West Bank. Hamas has absolutely no control in the West Bank. And since the beginning of this year, only through August, 37 Palestinian kids were killed. Since the occupation of the West Bank, 7,000 Palestinians were killed.
He is truly such an amazing, smart, quick-witted man. God bless him and his family. Free Palestine. Another comment quoting Bassem Youssef: I apologize to the viewers for my language and the sight of dead civilians. This guy is so good. It is funny Piers is criticizing someone for their language when there are dead children being tossed around.
if you could just slightly manage your language, we have to apologize to viewers who may be offended by that.
I apologize to the viewers. I apologize to the viewers for my language.
My second question is this:
after the sight of dead civilians.
After the break, we.
As a South African, let's not pretend like Nelson Mandela was not called a terrorist. He was on the US terror list up until 2008. And that's because Piers was asking for a Nelson Mandela figure.
Where is the Nelson Mandela figure here to come through all this hatred on both sides?
Nelson Mandela?
Mr. Youssef, you created an empathy like never before. You helped us feel the pain. Dutchman speaking here. Please go viral. Another comment: as someone who's not educated on the Israel-Palestine conflict, it's pretty striking how the mainstream media are all so aligned in their support for Israel. I'm Jewish, and I really like Bassem. He's literally the first and only person I've seen on news network to be able to express his point in such understandable and relatable way.
My wife's family is all right, and they sent us a house. It's bombed. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good like Halloween theme.
Last but not least, after this interview, which raised a lot of questions, I stayed on my laptop for 3 hours researching the problem. Why are they attacking Israel in the first place? Guess what I found out? Disasters, contradictions, and a long history of this crisis. Simply put, we have been on the wrong side since its inception, simply because it guarantees funding the election campaigns of some MPs and potential presidents. Finally, as a piece of advice from someone who's past 45, we should not simply swallow what the media throws at us and seek the truth for ourselves, because it's clear that our media has become biased and unfair. This last comment shows how this interview was thought-provoking, to an extent that a 45-year-old started doing his research now and began to be skeptical about what the media is throwing at him. This is an opportunity Arabs do not necessarily get every day. Please make sure to share that video because we want to make sure that as many people as possible around the world will see this interview. Also, this might open the door for more thought-provoking interviews like this to take place in the Western media.